Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing week. So in today's video I wanted to talk about something that I think will benefit everyone. Everyone wants to be more productive. Everybody wants to achieve more and ideally achieve it as quickly as possible. So I'm hoping that these tips today are going to be really super beneficial for you. They've really definitely helped me so much within my life and business journey. So let's get started. But before we do, I must say that the last tip is actually what is really worth waiting for. It is quite an unusual one. It's not maybe your typical productivity tip, but I can't wait to share that with you. Now, my first tip is the Pomodoro Technique. Now, what's that? What's the Pomodoro Technique? So the Pomodoro Technique was created by an Italian university student, actually back in the 1980s. He was called Francesco Cirillo. He was looking for different ways to be more productive, get his studies done quicker. And then since that time, this technique has become world renowned. So it's trademarked the Pomodoro Technique, and it has really helped so many people around the world. So that's what I wanted to cover to start with, is what is the Pomodoro Technique and how can it help you. Basically, you take a task, whatever task you might want to be working on, and you set a timer for 25 minutes and you work solidly on this task. No distractions, no phone, no nothing else. You work solidly on this task for that 25 minutes. Then after 25 minutes, the buzzer goes off on your phone or whatever, and then you take a 5-minute break. So in this 5-minute break, you just maybe walk around, or you just do something completely different, which gives your brain that time to just have a little mini relax before it needs to get back focused on the task again, the task at hand. And this is something that I found incredibly useful, because your brain can totally focus on what it needs to. It's not got all these other distractions and things going on, but it's not for such a long period of time that it's unsustainable. So you do your 25 minutes, you have your 5-minute break, you repeat this for a total of a block of 4. And then once you've done that block of 4, you take a slightly longer break, so 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you start it another block of 4 again. Now this technique it's amazing because it's been subject to many studies, and within the studies have shown that you can actually get 8 hours worth of work done within 6 hours using this technique. It's amazing. Like, who doesn't need and want to save 2 hours a day? Like, we all need, what are you going to do with those extra 2 hours? There's so much that we can do. So I would definitely recommend trying this technique. And one fun fact about it as to why it's called the Pomodoro Technique is Pomodoro in Italian means tomato. And you're thinking, what, tomato? The reason why it was called that is because the timer that Francesco used was in the shape of a tomato, and then clearly the name stuck. But it's very memorable, but more importantly than that, the technique does actually work. So I would recommend that you definitely try this, because it certainly worked for me. Now the second technique, which has also got a slightly strange name, they don't all have strange names, by the way, that's just it's just this next one, is called Eat That Frog. Now, Eat That Frog is a term coined by Brian Tracy. Now, Brian Tracy is one of the most prolific success and productivity authors like ever in the world. He's written so many books, and he's like one of the kings of productivity. He's phenomenal. I've read so many of his books and really enjoyed them, and I'll do a few more as a review on here soon. Eat That Frog means you undertake your most important and also potentially tricky task first. So because everybody knows how easy it is to just keep putting it off, oh, I don't want to do that, oh I'll do it later in the morning, and then the morning goes by and you've had lunch, and then I'll finish it later this afternoon, and then something else crops up, somebody calls, you've got a meeting, and oh dear, it's the end of the day and I haven't done that really important task. So So eating that frog is making sure that you get that almost like ugly task, potentially one that you don't necessarily want to do, but it's something that's going to make a massive difference to you and your life, whether it's in your work or business or personal life, whatever that task might be. It's so helpful to get it done at the beginning of the day, and then you can kind of relax. Okay, I've done that now, I've done what was really important, what was needed to be done, and that's all sorted now, and then I can focus on the rest of my day with whatever I need to be doing. So eat that frog is incredibly important, and it helps. It changes your mindset, and when you can eat that frog, so to speak, when you can do that consistently, it will make a massive difference in your life. So definitely try it and see how you get on. My third tip is preparation. So they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And it is very true. We've all felt that when we've gone into a morning and we're running to catch up. Everything is just, we're overwhelmed by life and by all the tasks and all the things that we've got to do. So the way that I personally try to manage that and get around those issues is by preparing the night before. So I look at all my tasks, I look at my calendar, and I work out when I'm going to do which task and what, and it means that you can hit the ground running, because that's what we need to do when we want to be super productive. We need to be able to hit the ground running in the day, getting our tasks done, and kind of building that momentum through the day. But if you start off and you're kind of running to catch up before you've got going, you're not going to be getting any momentum. It's probably only going to get worse. So if you can prepare the night before, it just means that start of the day is going to be super smooth, and you'll be able to hit your stride and definitely achieve more. So I always do that. I also do the similar sort of thing for a week. So on a Sunday evening, I look ahead at my week, what I need to be fitting in when, and then it avoids that kind of Monday morning, oh my god, this is totally overwhelming feeling, because you feel like you've got a little bit ahead of the game, and that can be really, really helpful. So I would recommend that you try that if you don't do it already. Now, my fourth tip is time blocking. So time blocking can be really, really helpful, because you need to spend time focusing on a specific task, and you need to know when within your day and when within your calendar that you are going to be doing that specific task. So allocating a specific amount of time where there's no distractions and you can just totally focus on what it is that you need to be doing will mean that you become so much more productive, rather than you've got this to-do list effectively, and then it's like, well, okay, I got my list, or when am I actually doing all these things? Well, that's what time blocking is for, so you can make sure you know when you're going to do all these things on your to-do list. Now, my fifth productivity tip, which is the slightly unusual one, but also unbelievably important and helpful, is something that I've learned relatively recently from Ali Abdaal. Actually, he's obviously amazing with productivity. He's written a fantastic book, which I'm going to do a review on here soon. And one of the key things that he says is, make something fun, bring joy, give a sense of play to a task. And it's something that we don't always do. We kind of take things very, very seriously, especially when they're a mundane task or something that we don't really want to be doing. We've all got to do those. I mean, I know the experts as such say, oh, you have to find your passion. Yes, I agree to a point. You want to be doing something that you enjoy doing generally, but even within that, there's going to be things that you've got to do that you don't really want to do. And that's when the old sort of procrastination can come in, and it can just get a little bit tricky and sticky. So if you can look at ways to find joy within these tasks, and it might be something like you play a nice music in the background that you enjoy, or you create a really nice environment for your desk area and it just looks cozy. It might have some plants, flowers, it might have a candle, it might, making it just a little bit more appealing will make you enjoy that space more and help you enjoy the task, however mundane or unappealing that task might be, because we all have to do them. But definitely, if you can find that element of joy and play within that, it will make a massive difference and really help to get through those tricky tasks. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was beneficial to you, that you can try some of these techniques and tips within your life. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if you have any top productivity tips that you want to share, and also if there's any other topics that you want me to potentially do for future videos. I'd really love to hear from you. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe below, and I will see you very soon.